competition. He is being told to refire. Well, Brandon Arthur's really getting a lot of his way this weekend. His Monster Jam debut last night and his first rollover in his career here at Monster Jam. Great job by Dragon's Brandon Arthur. Let me hear you make some noise for Dragon out here on the track. We'll see where that lands him in the competition. He's going to set that bar and set the score to meet. Your scores are locked in. A nice job, 5.483 for Brandon Arthur and Dragon. That is the score to beat here in the competition. Now, in section 101 throughout the live event here, if you head on over there, we have our friends at General Dynamics here, and you know, they make the cool submarines for the Navy, and it is with them that all of those things are possible. What you can do right now, if you want to jumpstart your career, head on over to section 101 and check them out today. They're also giving out an amazing Monster Jam prize pack as well. You can scan the QR code and find out how to enter. That prize pack has everything. It's got a Megalodon RC, it's got a Monster Jam yearbook, it's got Monster Jam shirts, hats, you name it, it has it. Go enter it now in section 101 or before the end of to this afternoon's live event with Monster Jam. Look at this nice nose wheelie, bringing it back down. This one had everything you were looking for in a Monster Jam freestyle. And again, remember when you're scoring, this is based on skill and skill alone. What you see in every single run and how that determine your winner or second place or third place and so on down the line. Your scores are locked in. 7.834, that is your new leader and new score to beat. Monster Mutt Dalmatian is up next. Rolling the dog on her side, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Jamie Sullivan. It was a nice run. Now, was that better than just get her up two? Did it have the same momentum? Did it have the same type of air? Did it have the same wow moments? She also didn't leave time on the clock in her freestyle run. All these things to consider when you're scoring at judgeszone.com. For Jamie Sullivan and Monster Mutt Dalmatian, your scores are locked in. Scorer beats Just Get Her Up 2 with a 7.834. The score for Jamie Sullivan and Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 7.629. That'll currently put her in second place here in the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Your top three right now in Monster Jam Freestyles are shaping up. Just Get Her Up 2 at a 7.834, Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a 7.629, and Dragon with a 5.483. We still have many more Monster Jam trunks to go here in the competition.
scores.
A great run. Fill the clock once again. Some nice air just around the track. Getting a nice shot with the donut in there as well. Great way to wrap up our Monster Jam freestyle run. As she calls the truck Finny here at Monster Jam. Now we'll see where it lands her. Can it land her in the top 3? Can it land her in her new score to beat? That's what we're going to find out. Look at the air by Megalodon. Michaela Tolochka, nice job. 8.345, your new leader and new score to beat. Now, let's take a look at the video board. We're going to look at all the scores and see where our drivers are standing right now. Megalodon is that score to beat with an 8.345, followed by Just Get Her Done 2 with a 7.834, Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a 7.629, and then there's Dragon with a 5.483. But we are only halfway through the field. We still have 4 Monster Jam trucks to go, and there's the overall event leaderboard brought to you by BKT. Wildside with 15 points, Great Digger with 10, Turbo Velocity with 10, Just Get Her Done 2 at 9. That is our top 4. Now right now, I'm going to send it to the back because Karina, I know there's a lot going on back there. What's happening behind the scenes?
So currently right now, we are getting ready because ThunderROARus is good and ready, has a brand new transmission. It's getting ready to show you what the Apex Predator is all about. And of course, I'm here with Brandon Tolochka, your sister. Just about your story. How proud are you of her?
That was awesome. You just got to the whole watch sometimes and she'll let her run. Man, she's on that track like no other. It's going to be awesome. She's doing great. And who's ready for the rest of freestyle?
So here we are. He's ready to go. He's super excited for her. But of course, we got ThunderROARus coming up next.
He attempted the backflip here in the competition, did not land it. So take that into consideration when you're scoring at judgeszone.com. He also did leave 12 seconds on the clock. Tony Oaks and ThunderROARus was a nice freestyle run. Like I said, the whole run, take all the skills you just saw in that run into consideration and not just one spectacular trick here in the competition. Your scores are locked in for Tony Oaks and ThunderROARus. Score to beat is Megalodon with an 8.345. And the score for Tony Oaks and ThunderROARus is... There's your new leader and your score to beat. Terminal velocity is up next.
That was that military truck.
and he was still competing for about another 15 seconds when the scores were already open. So we'll see how that affects him. But was that run better than ThunderROARus? That's what you need to tell us at judgeszone.com. Was that run better than Megalodon? These are the things you need to be thinking about. This one had momentum, it had air, it had the nose wheelie, it had a moonwalk, it had everything in it. Again, one spectacular move does not determine a freestyle victory. That is what your fans to think about. 8.929, it's a good score. Put him in second place here in freestyle. Of Providence, who's ready for the black and green wrecking machine? These are all the things you need to think about. This run had everything. I had big air, momentum, the nose wheelie into a moonwalk, and then the wheelie standing straight up and bringing it back down. This run had everything top to bottom. Your scores are locked in. Now, your score beats ThunderROARus with a 9.144. The score for Gravedigger is... Wow! 9.112. 2/100ths of a point. Your score beat is still ThunderROARus, but one side is up next. As we're on the road to Dalmatian World Finals in Nashville. Again, right here, this is the back of the backflip prep to get that wheelie and one all the way across the pot. Zach Garner, Wildside, and John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity are the only two drivers on this tour that know how to do that better than anybody else. Your scores are locked in. Let's see where it lands him in the competition. 8.092, fifth place, which means your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle is ThunderROARus, Tony Oaks. Now that's 8 points towards the overall event championship. Is it enough? Let's take a look at the video board and find out. 8 in racing, 7 in the Green Clips 2-wheel skills challenge, 4 in freestyle, a total of 19 points. Your overall event champion is Zach Garner Wildside. First overall event championship of 2023.
His very first overall event championship for the season of 2023, Zach Garner Wildside. Zach, it's your first one. How are you feeling right now?
You know, I'm on top of the world right now. Being able to come out here, I had to make up some points today. Racing last night, I kind of spun out the semifinals on the slick concrete, so I had to come out here and redeem myself, pick up my first head-to-head racing win. That felt absolutely amazing. But I know one thing, Providence, you guys are wild and crazy, so what do you guys think? You know, each time I came out here, I kept watching all the other competitors, hoping they wouldn't do a donut, hoping they wouldn't, you know, spin out in the turns and kick it down the concrete, because then, you know, it gets even wilder and crazy trying to turn out here, get closer to the boundary lines and everything else. But I know one thing, I heard you guys in that truck over the motor, you guys are wild and crazy, so I want to hear one thing. What do you guys think of Monster Jam?
And of course, we also have here on the side the winner of freestyle, ThunderROARus Tony Oaks. And boy, what a freestyle run that was, that attempted backflip with a brand new transmission. How did the truck feel?
Hey, the truck felt great. I know we come out here, two-wheel skills, and blew that transmission. I know we had to come out and freestyle and really lay it down for you guys and gain back those much-needed points. But I'll tell you what, we're having a couple gremlins with that truck. When I hit that backflip and it hit the dirt, the engine shut off. So we're going to do a lot of troubleshooting here this afternoon. We're going to try to figure that out. But you know what? The most important thing is we had fun. Everybody, I know you guys had fun in Providence. I'll tell you what, Rhode Island. Let me hear you